Hey guys, today we're going to talk about a very important topic, momentum. Momentum is an element that helps me catch a reversal in Bitcoin. When it comes to catching a top or a bottom, being able to read the momentum is so crucial because you can determine when the bullish momentum or the bearish momentum is ending, you can prepare yourself to catch a reversal. And we know that can give the best moves because let's take for example the top of Bitcoin that was around 69K. I mean, if you're able to catch this reversal, if you're able to read the momentum well, you're gonna basically counter trade this entire move and catch the top and get this entire profit. And I'm not saying this in hindsight. I actually shorted this. And to be fair, because at the time it was more than 1 year ago, I think it was 1 year and a few months ago, I wasn't very good, let's say. I wasn't very good at trading. Now, I'm not saying that now I'm the greatest, but 1 year and a few months ago, I was much worse than that. But I was still able to read the momentum well. That's always been one of my main strengths. And I remember shorting this top, but then for some reason I got scared and they got out around here. Sure, I made 12%. Well, who cares about the 12% where you can make 70%? I'm not saying that you have to close right here, but at least you can take profit. At this low, 50%, 30% at this low, and let the rest run and see how it goes. So let's talk about these two tops where you can see clearly, I can see clearly, and soon you will also see clearly how the momentum showed that the bullishness of the moves was ending. The first top is much easier to read, and I'll show you why. Let's start from the beginning. From here, we had pretty intense bullish move, and at this point, as you can see, was very, very quick, very strong. You can't really say at this point that the momentum is ending. There's no reason to say that. There's no reason because it didn't show any sign of weakness. And then we started ranging right here. So we basically created a sideways correction for more upside. And then the upside eventually came, and still, it was a very strong move. Look how quick, strong, and impulsive it is. Look how impulsive it is. And even in this situation, you can't really say, oh, the momentum is ending. You have no reason to say that because we basically got a straight line. But after that, we got pretty deep retracement. And in my opinion, that's the first sign, that's the first red flag. Why? Because almost you re-entered the previous consolidation, and that's not a sign of strength at all. Because if you re-enters, if you get acceptance into this range, it means that it's looking for lower. And then after we got this deep retracement, the momentum wasn't completely over yet. We went for another higher high. But look at the difference. After we went for a higher high, from this high, we went much higher. Look how much higher we went. Boom, took the high, went much higher. The second attempt, after the deep retracement, look at the difference. Can you see the difference? Can you see that the strength of the move is clearly ending? Before we got such a big impulse, and the second impulse was barely above the eye, barely. And then we retraced again, and sure, the momentum wasn't completely over, but we pretty much did the same thing that we just did right here. We took the eye again, but barely. Again, barely. There was no follow through. See that the market basically is trying to go up It's making higher highs, but every time, boom down, boom down. And that shows that the momentum is ending, or it ended. And the confirmation you have right here, because right here, you break a massive low. You break market structure. Because you go from higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. And that's an insane red flag, insane. And then the market gives you a golden opportunity because it gives you a clear lower high. You know that here we broke the market structure. So at the retracement, it's very reasonable to expect a lower high for more downside. And we can also see the same thing on the downside, the momentum ending. When we got here pretty strongly after this drop, boom, we got there very strong. And then we made another lower high right here. And then when we came down again to make a lower low, look, we barely took it. And as soon as we took it, it didn't give any follow through. Can you see that it didn't give any follow through? We didn't do this like we did right here. Right here, it was strong because it created big space, you know, but down there, it didn't give any follow through. And as soon as we took the low, it immediately gave a big bounce. And you can tell that the momentum was ending simply because it didn't give any follow through after taking this low. It barely took it. And then the market reversed again, and so on. That's what it does, guys. Same thing at the top. We took the high right here. Look, we took the high, no follow through. We barely took it. That's such a sign of weakness, you know. We barely took the high and then drop again because the market didn't have enough strength to keep going up. Then after the retracement, we took the high for the second time. Again, we couldn't go up. We couldn't follow through. What happens at the point? The market must reverse because it can't keep going up or down depending on the context. What did it do? It went down again, breaking the market structure, creating a lower low. Compared to this situation right here, it didn't give a clear lower high. It didn't really give it. It was much lower. Sure, it gave it, but it was much lower. It was much harder to catch compared to this one that was like the 618 pretty much. It was much easier to catch. This one was harder, but you can see that after we broke this low, it was game over. We had to go all the way down to here, and then it didn't end there. It ended here possibly. I'm not even sure it's over. Maybe it's over. I'm not even sure. But that's how you read the momentum. And that's just a small taste of what you can see with the momentum. And are you aware that this chart is naked? I didn't use an indicator. Did I use any line? Because very often you don't need it. You just need price action. You just need to look at the chart in silence and contemplate. Think about it out loud. Talk to yourself about the chart. Talk about the details. Talk about what's happening. Same thing here. We took the high. No follow through. This was such a great shot right here. No follow through. Down. It was over. This move up with just a fake out. I have so many examples, and of course I can make this video 10 hours long because I could actually do that. I love talking about this stuff, to be honest. But forget about the indicators, forget about the lines, just look at the chart naked. That's how you learn. You're not gonna learn by blindly following some ridiculous indicator. You know, look at the chart, think about the chart, try to read it, look at the details, and try to catch those details in the past, because the market repeats itself. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Please like the video, subscribe, it's free. And I'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much.